Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about 10 objects that are cursed and the scientists cannot explain the phenomenon. Interesting, right? So without any further delays, let's begin with the video. List of the cursed objects. These objects are found around the world and raised interest and intrigue among the people. These objects attract attention for reasons which may spread negativity. These objects attract attention because of the nature of causing suffering, stress, anxiety, and in some cases death. So we are starting to list out these objects. Number 10. James Dean's car. James Dean was a popular actor and his car was a subject to one of the phenomena which the scientists could not explain. The actor was famous for his role in the movie A Rebel Without a Cause. The actor also started his career in racing. The actor took part in one of the competitions and later on was banned by Warner Brothers Studios, also known as WB Studios, banned the actor from taking part in the competitions while the car was filming for a movie. This ban was unheeded. This resulted in the actor's car getting crashed and also resulting in the actor's death. The mystery behind the death is the one that the co-workers jokingly said that the actor was going to die in a sinister car. It was surprising because the parts of the car were such that if it was caused by an accident, the other vehicle would also be damaged. There should have been 2 deaths in place of 1 or 2 damaged vehicles. That's weird, right? Number 9. Thomas Busby's Dead Man's Chair. At number 9 we have the Dead Man's Chair, which was owned by Thomas Busby. In the 17th century, Thomas Busby, a murderer, lived in the UK. His wife's father, Daniel Avdi, became partners in crime for a long time until Busby started to be in a foul mood with Avdi. Enraged, Avdi threatened Busby to take his daughter home. This made Busby angry, and there was a situation which made him more angry than this statement. As Busby was drunk, he got angry with the fact that Avdi was sitting in his favorite seat. Busby threw Avdi off his house and went on to murder him later with a hammer. Busby was sentenced to death for the crime he committed. He also cursed his favorite chair before he was to be executed, and he wished whoever sat on the chair would be dead. Surprisingly, the curse worked, as in the late 19th century, a chimney sweep was found dead as he sat on the cursed chair. Another incident took place during the Second World War, where a team of RCAF men were goading each other to sit on the chair. Interestingly, no one made it back home alive, and all of them were killed in the war. Isn't it fascinating? Number 8. Crying Boy Painting. On number 8 we have a crying boy painting. Wondering how a painting can be cursed? Well, we're not surprised with this fact, as it is heard that there are many cursed paintings in the world. It has been reported that these paintings bring death to their owners. Yes, you heard it right. This particular painting, The Crying Boy, is particularly special as there was a series of these paintings that were painted by Giovanni Bragolin in the 1950s. When it was painted, it was quite popular, and it was also surprising that the owners of the painting met with an horrific end and were victims of an eerie set of events. It was reported that the house caught on fire in their homes. The fire caught in the houses of the 2 owners was because of the same reason, that the chip pan became too hot and it exploded. Isn't this weird? All the property is known to be destroyed in the fire except the painting, which seemed to be untouched. These incidents took place in at least 15 households. Thus the painting was described as an omen of bad luck. This seems to be too fake to you, right? Trust us, it's not. You can check on Google if you don't believe it. Number 7. The Skull of Catherine Griffith. On the number 7, we have the Skull of Catherine Griffith. Catherine Griffith lived in Burton Agnes Hall in the early 17th century. The story of the skull goes back to one afternoon when the house was almost built. Catherine was robbed and murdered by a group of thugs. Before she died, she had told her sisters that she would never rest until a part of her was safe in that house. Interestingly, her sisters forgot about this, and she was buried in the churchyard. This resulted in the ghost of Catherine Griffith haunting the house. Post this, the sisters took her body out, and Catherine's skull was brought into the house. Wait, this isn't over. There are stories that there were many attempts to get rid of the skull. Sadly, this did not happen, as there would be incidents of ghostly things happening inside the house. Number 6. Robert the Doll. Robert the Doll is the number 6 cursed object on our list. The doll has been named after the first owner of the doll, which resembles a boy with a sailor uniform on. The relationship of the owner with the doll was quite questionable. The servants reported that the owner had conversations with the doll in voice replying tones and conversing tones. The relationship with the doll continued in adult life. After the death of the owner, many people heard voices of giggles and footsteps from the attic. The doll was often seen moving around the window on a regular basis. The doll was then locked inside a glass case in a museum in the present day, and there is reporting about light flickers, camera malfunctions, and other haunted activities, sounding much like Annabelle the doll. Number 5. The Bassano Vase. One of the oldest artifacts known in the world is the Bassano Vase, which was carved from silver in the 15th century. This was made as a gift from a craftsman to his bride on their wedding day. This vase is mysterious as the bride was laying on the floor on the wedding night and she was found dead. This was because she was clutching the vase, and the vase was passed on from generation to generation. The person who took the ownership of the vase ended up being dead, and their death was as suspicious as the previous owner. The artifact was finally put into an ancient cemetery, as this vase led to many suspicious deaths. Number 4. The Hope Diamond. This diamond till date is assumed to be stolen by a thief from an idol standing within the four walls of an Indian temple. This diamond is cursed, and the thief suffered with a slow, agonizing death post the theft. This was then uncovered near a river and sold to King Louis XIV by a French merchant. The king and the merchant suffered slow death after possessing the diamond. The king's wife was also a victim of death due to the diamond. Number 3. Maori Warrior Mask. The Maori people were the nomads who were known to be the original inhabitants of New Zealand. The ancient practices of these people are a mystery to historians, but what we do know about these masks from those times were carved before the battle. It is believed that whoever wore this mask died in the battle. The mask also caused bad luck to many women, especially the ones who were pregnant. This seems to be a weird story to you? Well, the history wasn't weird for the British Museum, as they displayed these masks for exhibition. Number 2. The Woman of Limb Statue. The statue is a very famous one, and it is also known as the Goddess of Death. This is a very ancient artifact, as it was created around 3500 BC. Many historians believe that the statue represented fertility. Mysterious deaths took place within a period of 4 to 6 years, as the owners were dead along with the whole family. Number 1. Petrified Forest National Park. Aren't you surprised with this cursed object? This park is located in the United States city of Arizona and attracts many tourists due to the large collection of petrified woods. The wood is known to bring bad luck to the ones who own a piece of this petrified wood. Surprised? In the 21st century, many of you won't believe in cursed deaths or bad luck. Well, these objects in the present day are owned by the museum, so there is no way to prove it in the present day. These cursed objects are simple objects that are present, and they curse the lives of the ones who owned it. Many objects were cursed by their original owners right before they died. These objects varied from their use, but were an essential part of their existence of human settlement. These objects showcased paranormal activities, brought bad luck to the owners, or brought untimely death to the owners. We were surprised to discover these objects and how they were cursed. These objects were also horrific to the ones who owned it, as we saw in the video. So that's all for this video. We hope this video was very exciting as well as informative for you guys. We'll sign off for today. Please hit the like button and also hit the red subscribe button if you haven't already. To share this video with your friends. We'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.